How many times you were working on your business and you was distracted by the newest trend in business? How many times it happened that you wanted to get more information and knowledge about a new trend in business or on a certain technology? How many times it happened that you were thinking that you were missing the spot, that you were missing the opportunity for a new business to set it up? How many times it happened that you were thinking that you had this feeling of missing the final opportunity for the best business? If all of these things happen more than once, trust me, you got FOMO. And I hope to have said it correctly. I mean, in Italian is FOMO, very simple. Maybe here is FOMO, I will say FOMO, but you will get the meaning. Hi everyone, my name is Raffaele, I am the co-founder of Fine Advisors, and today I want to share with you some important thoughts about FOMO. Why? Because it is something that happens a lot also to me, but fortunately also thanks to my co-founder, I have understood how to recognize when FOMO comes and how to, do the best things in order to not get distracted and not get my focus and energies drawn by this fear. So what FOMO means? FOMO means fear of missing out. It is a fear of, it is self-explanatory, but it is the fear that you feel when you think that you are working on something, that you're working on your business, you're working on your agency, and you have the fear of missing something on a new trend in your niche or a new trend in another sector. Let me make an example so I am much more clear to you. I will make a more financial example. FOMO happens a lot of times in the crypto market. If you're used to the crypto market, there are some periods on that specific market when all the people have fear of missing the opportunity of making money with a certain cryptocurrency or asset, and there is a run on buying that asset, but the reality is that they're not buying it in the best condition possible, or when the market is suggesting you, let me pass this term, of buying, because there are certain conditions that might be fundamental, that be financial. I don't want to get into detail of this, but they jump on a train when it is actually too late, or they jump on a train without knowing anything, without knowing how to behave, how to, get the most from this train. And then when things change, they lose everything because they jumped only with the fear of missing something if they decided to not jump. Going back to a more strategic and business point of view, the same things happen when you are in a specific niche, in a specific sector. And as an example, you over-focalize, you give too much focus on AI, as an example, or SaaS. There are so many videos on YouTube talking about SaaS, how to develop SaaS, because it is a trend right now, okay? It is building up as a trend. There are few people who are developing these applications. So you might feel that you are fearing to lose the opportunity of building something great on that sector, to build a SaaS that will sell, or to miss the train on all the AI application that you can do. You see, as an example, Lensa.ai, that it had a trend, then kind of died, but still people are still using it, and you might think that you are missing your spot, but this isn't the truth. As I was telling you before, it happens also to me. Have this feeling of missing something, okay? And sometimes I call my co-founder and tell him, oh yes, I have this great idea, we might think about, developing it also from now, because, there are these opportunities and so on and so forth. And my co-founder stops me, and he gave me the best advice that I want to share with you, which is stop, keep calm, breathe, and stop. Why it is the best advice that I can give you, and that I've just stolen from my co-founder. It is that when you develop your business, or you're developing a strategy, or you're developing a new startup, and you are driven by fear, anger, these huge emotions, you are not centered on the mission of finding something that, first of all, brings money to you, secondly, brings them sustainably, and third, that it is an idea that somebody will buy. so that the third point enables point number one and point number two. So whenever you have this feeling and you have an idea, the practical suggestion I want to give you is that, okay, write it down. Write it down. Also, if you want, imagine a roadmap of development of this idea. So you put a timeline with several milestones and what you have to be and what you need to achieve at that certain milestone, the checkpoint to access to that milestone, and so on. And then keep it away. Let it sink for a couple of days. Let me say, ferment, just like good wine. And then after a couple of days, 3 days, when the fear has calmed down and you have a more fresh and cold mind, you can retake that idea and ask yourself, first of all, it is a good idea. Secondly, it is an idea I can implement right now without losing my focus on my main business. It is an idea that actually people want to buy. It is an idea that is sustainable to develop. It is an idea in which I have enough knowledge to carry on the development of the idea. It is an idea that doesn't cost me a lot of money because I have to focus on my main business. So which is the conclusion of this video? Is that you have to get FOMO not as an enemy, but let me say as an ally. What do I mean? Is that when you feel FOMO, when you have this fear getting bigger and bigger, just stop, as my co-founder Simone says. Write it down, put it aside, relax, get again in control, and then get again this idea that you just wrote down, and then with a cold mind approach it and find out if it is a good idea. And you can also, if it is mature enough, to put it in a certain time in which you will get it again and start developing. But still, the main thing is that you have to transform this fear into an energy that will drive you in, first of all, not putting you off focus. This energy that needs to, okay, I need to keep my focus on my main business, and transform it into an energy, into a thought that drives you in understanding you, in letting you understand what is missing from you that you could not start it now. Because if you start it now, you do all the mistakes I was telling you in this video. And you, how do you deal with FOMO? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you can have all the news and updates from our channel, and see you in the next video. Ciao!